I'm Wilson, and this is my presentation of my 30, 60, 90-day school plan. I'm a kindergarten teacher at Jessamine Early Learning Village in Nicholasville, Kentucky. JELV holds all of the kindergarten and preschool classrooms for the District of Jessamine County. Looking at the demographics of JELV using the school report card for the 2016-2017 school year, we had 651 kindergarten students for enrollment. At my school, 80.3% of students identified as white, 6.9% of students identified as African American, 6.9% of students identified as Hispanic, 0.9% of students identified as Asian, 0.6% of students identified as American Indian or Alaska Native, 0.2% of students identified as Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander, and 4.1% of students identified as being of two or more races. JELV is a Title I school. 58.6% of students qualified for free or reduced lunch during the 2016-2017 school year. A problem seen at JELV is, according to the Brigance Screening for Kindergarten Readiness, 49.3% of students enter kindergarten not kindergarten ready. Also, according to the Fall Reading Map Assessment, 66% of students scored in the 61st percentile or below, scoring at novice or apprentice in literacy. Because of this, the Horizon goal I've created is to increase the percent of proficient and distinguished scores on kindergarten spring map reading benchmark assessment. My 90-day goal is that 80% of students will score in the 61st percentile or above, being proficient or distinguished on the spring 2018 map reading benchmark assessment. In the first 30 days, JELV will create a reading curriculum committee and identify its members, offer professional development training for kindergarten teachers using the Jan Richardson's Plan to Guided Reading, offer professional development for kindergarten teachers for using Lexia, an online reading program. We will administer the Fall Map Reading Benchmark Assessment, schedule reading intervention times for students scoring in the bottom 10th percentile for the Fall Map Reading Benchmark Assessment. We will also have weekly PLCs, which will review data for students' known uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and letter sounds. During the 60 days, JELV will have their Reading Curriculum Committee to meet every 3 weeks to discuss JELV's progress towards the 30, 60, 90-day school plan. JELV will also have daily reading intervention for students scoring in the bottom 10th percentile for the Fall Map Reading Benchmark Assessment, weekly PLCs for review data for students known uppercase, lowercase, and letter sounds, and we will administer fidelity checks of guided reading following the Jan plan for every kindergarten classroom. During the 90 days, JELV will have their Reading Curriculum Committee to meet every 3 weeks to discuss JELV's progress towards the 30, 60, 90-day plan. JELV will have weekly reading intervention probes for students scoring in the bottom 10th percentile for the Fall Map Reading Benchmark Assessment, weekly PLCs for review data for students' reading benchmark assessments. JELV will administer the Winter Map Reading Benchmark Assessment and will also administer the Reading Level Benchmark Assessment. Fidelity checks will be performed by principals to see that every kindergarten teacher is teaching the JAM plan. The anticipated changes expected to see in student learning is that JELV will meet the 90-day goal, which is 80% of students will score in the 61st percentile or above, being proficient or distinguished on the MAP 2018 Reading Benchmark Assessment. The anticipated changes expected to see in teacher behavior is that the use of collaboration through the Reading Curriculum Committee and PLCs. Teachers will develop in the use of the JAM plan and Lexia through the use of professional developments. Teachers will also be able to better reach students that are scoring in the bottom 10th percentile of MAP through the use of RTI. Through this course, I've developed leadership capacity. I have learned that self-assessment can be used to guide teacher professional learning. Positive collaboration through thoughtful dialogue, careful analysis, new learning, and problem solving are needed when developing leadership capacity. Hard feedback is necessary to stimulate continuous improvement within schools. I have also learned the importance of assessment and looking at data when considering growth and capacity. What I have learned can possibly help others in this course is by allowing them to take the knowledge I have learned and for them to create leadership capacity within their own schools. My hope is that by sharing the knowledge I have gained through this course, teachers will be able to develop leadership skills and teachers will be able to assist schools that they work for in school achievement.